Hello, and welcome to Fluent English, the podcast where we learn English and grow together. Are you still worried how to plan your year to get success? This podcast will solve this issue, so stay and improve your English. I'm your teacher and friend, Luna.
And I'm Leo, an English learner, just like you. I'm so happy to be here today, Luna.
I'm happy you're here too, Leo, and hello to all our listeners around the world. Today's episode is very special. If you've ever felt confused or nervous about talking about your future plans, goals, or dreams in English, this podcast is for you. By the end of our time together, you will have the simple words and confidence to plan your whole year in English.
That sounds amazing, and Luna told me there's a surprise today. Somewhere in this podcast, she will share a special advanced tip about planning, so listen carefully.
That's right. Now, Leo, a question for you. When you hear plan your year, what do you think? Does it feel exciting or a little scary?
Maybe a little of both. Exciting because it's a new beginning, but sometimes scary because where do I start? What words do I use?
Perfect. That is exactly how many people feel. So today, we will make it simple, clear, and even fun. We will talk about planning like having a friendly conversation with yourself. We will use short, powerful sentences, and I'll share a wonderful American story about planning that always motivates me.
I can't wait. Where do we begin?
We begin with the most important word, goal. A goal is something you want to achieve. It's your target. Can you say that word, Leo? Goal.
Goal.
Excellent. Now, for planning, we need different kinds of goals. Think about your life like a big, beautiful tree. The roots are your personal life. The strong trunk is your health. The branches are your skills and work. And the leaves and flowers are your fun and joy.
I like that picture. It's not just about work.
No, it's about your whole life. So first, let's learn 4 simple categories for goals. Repeat after me, Leo, and everyone listening, please repeat too. Category 1, personal.
Personal. This is about you, your family, your friends.
Personal. Category 2, health.
Health. Your body, your mind, your feelings.
Health. Category 3, learning.
Learning. New skills, new knowledge, like learning English.
Learning. Category 4, career.
Career. Your job, your work, your professional life.
Career. Wonderful. Now, here is a secret from American business culture. They love a special method called SMART goals. This method makes your goals clear and possible. SMART is an acronym. Each letter means something. S is for specific. Be clear. Don't say, I want to be healthy. Say, I will walk for 20 minutes 3 times a week. M is for measurable. You can track it. You can count it. A is for achievable. It should be possible for you. R is for relevant. It should matter to your life. And T is for time-bound. It needs a deadline, like by June or in 3 months.
SMART goals. Specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, time-bound. That's helpful. It's like a recipe for a goal.
Yes, exactly like a recipe. Now, let's practice with you, Leo. Think about learning English. Can you make a SMART goal for your English this year?
Okay, let me try. I want to be more confident speaking.
Good start. Now let's make it SMART. Be specific. What do you want to speak about?
I want to speak about my job and my projects.
Perfect. Measurable? How will you know you are improving?
I will have one 15-minute conversation with a language partner every week.
Excellent. Is it achievable? One 15-minute call per week?
Yes, I think so. I can schedule it.
Is it relevant to your life?
Yes, because I need English for my career.
And finally, time-bound. For how long?
I will do this for the next 6 months.
Listeners, did you hear that? Leo just made a perfect SMART goal. Let's hear the full sentence. Leo?
My goal is to have one 15-minute English conversation about my work every week for the next 6 months.
That is fantastic. Clear, simple, and powerful. Now, everyone, it's your turn. Pause for a moment. Think of one small, SMART goal for your English. Say it out loud or in your mind. Wonderful. You just started planning your year. Now, let's talk about the words we use for time. Planning needs future words. The easiest way to talk about the future in English is with I will or I am going to.
What's the difference?
Great question. I will is for a decision you make at the moment. I am going to is for a plan you already thought about. But for your year plan, both are okay. Let's practice with different time words. Repeat after me, Leo, and everyone listening, please repeat too. This month, I will start a new book.
This month, I will start a new book.
In 3 months, I am going to visit my family.
In 3 months, I am going to visit my family.
By June, I will finish my course.
By June, I will finish my course.
This year, I am going to learn to cook Italian food.
This year, I am going to learn to cook Italian food.
Beautiful. Feel the power in those sentences? You are in control. Now, here comes the surprise advanced tip I promised. Are you ready?
Yes.
The advanced tip is about the word intention. An intention is softer than a goal. It's about your attitude, your focus. For example, instead of the goal lose 5 kilos, your intention could be I intend to be kinder to my body. It feels more gentle, more positive. Many people in American wellness culture use intentions to feel less pressure, so you can have SMART goals and beautiful intentions. Your intention is your why, your goal is your how.
Wow, I love that. So my intention could be, I intend to enjoy the process of learning English.
That is a perfect, powerful intention, Leo. Write that down, everyone. Now, let me tell you a motivational story. This story is very famous in American culture. It's about a man named John. John had a big dream to make a special place where families could have fun together, an amusement park. This was his vision, his big goal. But when he started, he had very little money. People told him no many, many times. But John had a plan. He didn't try to build the whole big park at once. He started with one small part. He focused on making it excellent, clean, and friendly. He planned step by step. He broke his huge goal into small, SMART goals. First, get a piece of land. Then, build one ride. Then, train friendly staff.
Do you mean Walt Disney?
Yes, Walt Disney. He said a very famous quote from American culture, "The way to get started is to quit talking and begin doing." His big dream seemed impossible, but his careful planning, his step-by-step action, created Disneyland. The lesson is your big dream for the year is important, but what is the one small thing you can do this week to start? That is planning.
That's so motivating. Start small. Just begin.
Exactly. Another beautiful quote from American writer Maya Angelou is, "Hope for the best, prepare for the worst, and expect nothing." This is wise for planning. Have hope, make your plan, that's preparing, but don't be so attached that you can't adapt. Life changes. Your plan can change too. It's a guide, not a prison. Now, let's practice making a full, simple plan for the year. We'll use our 4 categories. I'll help you, Leo. Category 1, personal. What is one personal intention or goal?
I intend to call my grandparents more often. My goal is to call them every 2 weeks.
That's beautiful. Category 2, health.
I intend to have more energy. My SMART goal is to go to sleep by 11 p.m. on weekdays.
Perfect. Category 3, learning.
We already said it, my English conversation goal, and maybe I intend to be a curious learner.
I love that. Category 4, career.
I intend to be more helpful at work. My goal is to lead one small project by the end of the year.
Listeners, this is it. This is how you plan your year in English. Simple sentences, clear categories, kind intentions, and actionable goals. You don't need perfect grammar. You need a clear heart and a clear plan. Now, let's do a quick review together. Say the words after me. The keyword is goal.
Goal.
The 4 categories are personal, health, learning, career.
Personal, health, learning, career.
The special method is SMART goals.
SMART goals.
The advanced word is intention.
Intention.
And the future words are I will and I am going to.
I will, I am going to.
And the lesson from Walt Disney is to start small and begin doing.
Start small and begin doing.
Thank you, Leo, for your wonderful energy. And thank you, dear listener, for spending your time with us. Your effort to learn English is already the first and most important goal of your year. We believe in you.
What is your first small goal? Tell us in the comments. We would love to hear from you.